Hello everyone, this is Carlos from Everything Tech, and in this video I am replacing the LCD on the iPhone 7. So the first thing you're going to need is a very small Phillips screwdriver, a flat-end small again screwdriver, a tri-point screwdriver that was made for the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, and a pentalobe screwdriver to remove the two screws on the bottom of the casing. So turn your iPhone off. As you can see, this screen is completely smashed but still works. If you can't turn it off, you'll have to work with it on until you can reach the battery. So use your pentalobe screwdriver and remove the two screws at the bottom of the display. With your flat-end screwdriver, start prying it on the right hand side of the display near the home button. The right hand side is better despite the connectors being on the right hand side. So start prying it gently. If your display is broken in that area, you might have a bit of trouble trying to get the display off, but with patience you should be able to get it off. Once the display comes off, just take all the remaining bits of glue around the display and open it like a book to the right hand side. Reach for your tri-point screwdriver and remove the bracket securing the LCD, digitizer and battery connectors. The bracket is off, just unplug the digitizer, LCD and battery. Once that's done, unscrew the two screws from the bracket that secures the ribbon for the camera, the earphone, the speaker and all the sensors at the top of the phone. And these are normal Phillips screws. Then pry out the screen altogether. This is the ideal time to see if there are any loosened bits of glass or loose screws that were released when the phone was broken. Concentrate on the top of the phone and release the bracket securing the speaker and the ribbon for the camera. There will be 3 screws, all Phillips, and 2 on the speaker itself, and gently pry out the ribbon. It's very sensitive, so be careful. Start prying it out on the speaker connectors, and you should have it removed in no time. Once that is removed, there will be one further Phillips screw on the top of the phone. Your new screen might come with one, it might not. Just remove it just in case. Then grab your tri-point screwdriver, and there will be 3 screws on either side of the display's backplate. Just remove them and set them aside in the identical order. And let's concentrate on a Touch ID home button. Remove the 4 tri-point screws at the bottom, and that should release the Touch ID and home button. Be very careful with this connector here, because if you break the Touch ID, it will not be possible to replace it. So lift off the connector and then lift off as well the ribbon at the back of the display. And now it's time to take the backplate off, and be very careful with the ribbons at the bottom, Not that you're not gonna need them because they will come with a new screen, but they are glued to the plate, so be careful when removing it. Just gently and it should come out easily. And now finally we need to remove the camera bracket to align the camera to the little hole on the new LCD. And now it's time to attach the screen to the phone to test that it's working before you start assembling everything. Later to find out that it's not working and you will have to do the job all over again. Now that it's working, it's time to start assembling the display again. So turn off your phone one more time and unplug the battery and the two display connectors. Let's start by attaching the backplate again and centering it and screwing in the 6 tri-point screws on either side of the backplate. Once that's done, let's put in our Touch ID home button, making sure that we place the ribbon cable underneath the connector that comes with the screen. Now let's concentrate on the camera ribbon and the speaker. Take out the cellophane and line up your camera ribbon with the 2 points, making sure that it is glued in on the contacts where the speaker connects to the ribbon. Insert your sensors into the little holes and replace the camera cradle, making sure that everything fits snugly into the holes. And now it's time to screw in your speaker and screw in the 2 screws at the bottom of the speaker. Now place the bracket on top and screw in the 3 screws, and the 4th screw, there is a long screw on the top left. It's time to plug the screen onto the phone, and let's see if everything works. Plug the top connector, which can be a bit fiddly, so you might have to fiddle with it until you get it properly, and with the aid of a flat-end screwdriver you might be able to be more lucky. Plug in your battery, and let's turn everything on to see if the repair was successful. Now that everything is assembled, check your Touch ID home button by double clicking and seeing if the task switcher appears. If it does, then that means your Touch ID is working and your home button is working, and it's time to assemble the last few brackets and screws. So start by the top one, 2 screws, Phillips screws. Remember the position that it was before, and then just attach it. And then finally the bottom bracket with the 4 tri-point screws, attach that in, and let's assemble the display back onto the phone. Now that everything is assembled, all you need to do is screw in the 2 screws, pentalobe screws at the bottom of the phone, and that is your repair completed. This is it for this video. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing for more content like this. I'm always uploading videos to this channel, so stay tuned. There will be a 7 Plus soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.